Alrighty then. Here we go, I think. I don't know. You can you can tell me if that's right. So anyway, we will be CD not found. Okie dokie. I legitimately did not know it needed the CD. I wonder if this is just a copy protection thing. Though this seems a bit early for copy protection on CDs. Because I don't remember it ever accessing the CD during gameplay. Alone in the dark. Okay. So I got my walkthrough all highlighted. And I have no clue where I left off. I think I just not enough DOS memory. Okay. I did go into Windows earlier to move some directories around, and I know that when you go into Windows 3.1 it doesn't free all the memory for some reason when you exit. Trying to... There was a statue of some sort of goddess that we picked something up. There were like spoders. Statue room. Artemis, Greek goddess of the hunt. Yeah, so I'm on step 17, it looks like. CD games. Yeah, I should probably get more RAM for this computer, but whatever. I don't think it'll be a problem, like, in the long run. I bet that was so cool when this came out. The 2D logo turning into a 3-dimensional... Not enough memory error. Why do these always turn into... So I'm guessing it's complaining about not having enough conventional memory. I'm trying to think, did I mess with the drivers? With like the mouse drivers since I played this game last? Well, I won't have mouse support, but that's not really important for this game. So let's see if that fixed it. I could have sworn that you could load the Microsoft mouse driver in high memory, but maybe you can't. We now have 506k free. I wish it'd give me like a detailed list of everything that's using memory, but let's just see if that's enough. And I will also... Oh, I can skip that intro thing. Peter 1. That was it. So I guess the Microsoft mouse driver can't be loaded into high memory or something. Anyway, ground floor lobby, back and go to the other side of the stairway. There you'll see an open passage and a closed door. Go through the door to enter the kitchen. So I'm guessing it's talking about the door to my right here. I'm wondering what this is. The Diary of a Journey? Have I already read this?
A Brightness from Afar by Lord Boleskine, an account of his celebrated voyage to New England, 1824, Alistair Public.
Following a splendid journey, the sunny harbour came into sight. The locals were much impressed with one's arrival in their midst.
Okay, yeah, I seem to... yeah. It seems vaguely familiar. Like it sounded vaguely familiar to me, so... I'm gonna want the pot, aren't I? Found a pot of soup. To avoid a fight later on, grab the pot of soup in the chimney. Small dark brown door next to the door you used to come in here. So I'm trying to do it where, like, I read what it wants me to do, and, like... but I don't read what's going to happen, so that I can still, like, get scared or whatever. I don't know. Oh, I seem to recall when I read... oh, I guess this isn't... take the key, obviously. Take it, still in this room, search the shelf. Biscuit box. Yeah, take that. Eat it. Drop the empty box. Go back into the kitchen. Okay, now there are two doors. Go back into the kitchen proper. On the other side of the room is another one of these small brown doors. Go through it. Okay, now I think this is the one. Ah, I accidentally loaded, gosh bleep it. Excuse me, what is this camera angle? Yeah, so as previously discussed, if I have the computer running slow enough that running is easy to do, then the game takes a little longer to render things. So until I reach a point where I have to run, I'm probably going to just be like spamming the arrow key in hopes that it'll actually run. That it'll actually let me run is what I should say. Now, if I recall correctly, this is going to be like... Oh, wait. Biscuit box. Now crumbs. Take the oil. Okay. You cannot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm actually gonna just reload there. Because the ending of this game, as I recall, sounds terrible, and you kind of want to have as many hit points as... No, don't put it down. Whatever. Okay, let's equip the sword. You want some of this? There we go, it's dead. Take... Wait, I'm sorry, what? I think I accidentally flipped the... Oh. Oil can, take it, fill the lamp. It actually doesn't move to the back of the room, so you have... Yeah, okay, so it does mention the zombie. Okay, I wonder, is the camera able to see the display back there? Anyway, okay, now where am I? Use the jug you collected earlier with the water barrel. Where's the water barrel? Oh, here's a water barrel.
Bunny, look over there, bunny, fur over there, bunny, what fur, this fur broad bunny. I'm bald bunny, ain't got no fur, I'm bald bunny, burr, 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 I'm bald bunny, looking kinda silly, I'm bald bunny, feeling a bit chilly.
That was totally inappropriate song to play to sing just now. Doesn't it fit so well with this survival horror DOS game? Anyway, search the coal pile. Okay, I'm still not done in this room. I keep thinking I'm done, and then it tells me no. No, you are not done. This is how I search. You cannot carry anything else. Well, that's problematic now, ain't it? Oh, that's right, it wanted me to throw away the bows, the bow and the arrows and the... No. No, it's not time to throw away the... It wants me to throw them away later. So what am I holding that I shouldn't be holding? I have no gun, apparently. Matchbox. Oh, I don't need the matchbox anymore. I think. Because I have a lighter. No, I will have a lighter. Grab a lighter from the table, yeah. Okay. Take the box. Open the box. Take the revolver. Okay, reload the revolver? Okay, the revolver is reloaded. The revolver holds 12 shots. Okay. I think they're actually... I can't remember if that was like a prototype gun or something, but there is a revolver that was made at one point with a ludicrous number of chambers, but it's more of a curio than an actual like functional gun, as I recall. Note the revolver bullets are waterproof. Now leave the coal room, exit the kitchen through the normal door next to the coal room. Store, you'll arrive in a hallway, but I want to know what the other door leads to. Are you trying to get me not killed? I do not appreciate you trying to get me not killed. Okay. I should have saved before opening this. Just give me a second. Okay, this leads to the literal same location. Alrighty then. Exit the kitchen through the normal door. Wait, next to the through the normal door. Oh, the normal looking door, not the door I came in through. So I was supposed to go through that door. And then run, gosh dang you. There we go. Oh, that's zombies. Go to the table and put the pot of soup on it. Pot of soup. Put. Okay, I think that chair was supposed to be closer to the table, and so the zombie would now be eating it. So yeah, basically if I don't bother them, they won't bother me, because I had the soup. Okay. I did not highlight what to do from this point. Go through the door located to the right of the shelf. The normal door, not the double doors. To the right of the shelf. Alrighty. And it says, be ready to act quickly. But I'm going to not heed the warning. Just to see what happens. Oh, that's right. A lit cigar. The smoke will gradually fill up the room. The smoke is harmless at first, but you will cough and lose energy. Face the cigar and use the jug. Yeah, take. Oh wow, my health has already gone down considerably. No, not save game, load game. Yeah, this is one of those kind of dumber things in this game. Yeah, use the flippin' jug. Okay, but the smoke... Okay. I'm down to the same amount of health. Get the lighter. Optionally, search the small cupboard in the corner. I'm gonna try one more time. And I'm gonna take off turbo? For some reason my turbo button isn't working. So I am just permanently in fast forward, I guess. Oh my gosh, why did you start running just then? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. I think exiting the room and going back in from this side is the way to do it. Yeah, take the flippin' lighter. Yeah, okay. So you cannot do this without taking damage is what I'm getting. What was in the jug that the ashtray vaporized? This was early 3D. So, like... I think they just did that to make sure you know you did something right. Okay, I'll leave the record, take the book. Read the book. Read the book to me.
Memories by Alistair Boleskine. Printed in London, A. Machin, editor, 1833.
It was during a conversation with G that one first heard of the New England fishing village of Eye. The area was apparently the ideal place from which to
Innsmouth?
witness unusual phenomena in
Innsmouth?
space. The quality of the air, along with the conjunction of several favorable factors, made one impatient to get started. Having gleaned what information one could from the British Museum, one set off with all haste. One's work on space and comets in particular had met with a warm response, and one thought it judicious to include several original sketches of the phenomenon, sketches which one felt were sure to arouse a great deal of keen interest in the scientific circles of 1834. One refers naturally to the passage of Halley's comet.
Halley. Why does that sound weird? Anyway, yeah, it actually does read from the CD for
Editor's note. Lord Boleskine's memoirs end at this point. Who knows what extraordinary contributions he might still have made had he not succumbed during his visit to New England to dementia, followed by an early death in St. Andrew's Hospital.
Short book. Yeah, no, for the spoken dialogue, whatever you want to call that, the audio version of full motion video, it reads from the CD. Anyway, exit through the... Arrive in the mansion's hallway. Stay away from the mansion's entrance door. You can't tell me what to do. The end. Okay. Leave all the doors alone for now. Go through the hallway. Find yourself in front of the stairway you used to come down here. Climb it back up. I haven't a blamed clue why it's taking so long to do certain things. What the? Go up the stairs. Old Indian. Do I have an Old Indian cover in here? Apparently I do. I just have to navigate to wherever those paintings were. Wait. That wasn't up here. That was... down a bit. Right? Okay, that's locked. Yeah, it's through here. Up the valley and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Okay, so we put the old Indian cover on this, and then we save. Because what you do here is you try your dangdest to go just as far as you need to and no further, because if you recall correctly, the painting on the other end of this hallway is going to start shooting at us, and we have to shoot the bow. So... a bow use. First try. I say as my voice inexplicably cracks for some reason. Also, the camera angle isn't changing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, wunderbar. First try. Save your game. Taking out the Indian with the bow. You no longer need the bow or any remaining arrows, so you may as well toss them. Oh my gosh. Why is it that you have such a terrible throw? But only when it's inconvenient. Just go to the end of the room and through the door here. Yeah, leave the bow. Okay, I get a feeling like this entire hallway was added at a later time. Like the entire way to get to this room, because to get to this hallway, it looks like this room does. Like you see this chair through the window, or through the door. You find a book. Take the book. Read the book. It's a fake book. Okay then. Cannot read it. Push the clock. Push the clock. Oh, 'cause... 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 ' Oh, that sounds scary. No, I actually remember from reading the walkthrough what we're going to use the false book for. Take the key, take the parchment, read the parchment.
The Creatures of Night by Hubertus the Bald. Translated from Latin by his brother in prayer, Fratre Johann Marcus.
The Bald.
Of monstrosity. You who read me know that night engenders monsters and that night creatures exist. The accursed book of Abdul al-Hazred is clear on this matter. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Unhappy he who knows that book. Unhappy he whose eyes alight upon that foulest of texts. Unhappy he who implores the standing stones, for he will free the powers of darkness. Of the pit. Stagnant waters are like the memory of men. Beneath the surface calm, clawed beasts await and are known to initiates as the Deep Ones. Awaiting his prey, the Deep One seizes him and drags him down to the abyss, where Dagon, the cruel god, swims and reveres him whose name may not be pronounced. Of libraries. Unhappy he who frees the prowler. Unhappy he who meets the prowler erring among the books. He generates the vagabond that comes from other spheres. He believes the vagabond does not exist.
The vagabond.
He will feel the embrace of death, for in the eyes of the vagabond, books are no more than dreams, stone no more than wind. The vagabond knows how to take the breath of the reckless. Of strife. He who speaks does not know, and believes he is able to kill the creatures of the night. Folly. Evil is conjured up by science and secrecy.
You're not gonna read the rest of this? Okay. But he who prowls among books will perish by the blade. He who flies in the dark caverns will scream in fear. He who swims the depths will evaporate, but he
who prowls among books will perish by the blade. He who flies in the dark caverns will scream in fear. He who swims in the depths will evaporate. But he who believes he knows nothing. He who knows says nothing.
Is it just me, or is this whole thing feeling like fortune cookie wisdom?
Of death.
Like, it sounds like it should be cool, but
more terrible than death. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Each creature is conjured up and is not dead, but returns to the origins. A monster, a science. Steel kills the vagabond who never dies. Translator's note. Here ends the manuscript of Hubertus, who died in the library of the convent of Teruel in the year of our Lord 1666.
that's a bit on the nose, isn't it?
In pace.
There were parts that felt like it was quoting, Lovecraft, but there were other but like, in general, it entered my brain as a bunch of nonsense because I felt like it kept jumping topics. Library. Where am I? No, actually, where am I? There's a double door here which leads to the library. It is possible to die in there, so you may want to save your game. So yeah, what it was talking about with the vagabond, the creature that dwells in a library, that's a bit of foreshadowing. Because we're going to the library. And I wish my turbo button was still working so I could slow the thing down. It's dark in here. Use your oil lamp. You'll need to drop it on the floor. Remain lit. It's burning oil. Try to hurry. Go to the upper left passage until you cannot go any further. There you should see a book on a shelf that looks a little strange. It is a secret passage, but you need to find a way to open it. Go to the right of the passage. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going for it now. Yes, I get it, this room is in the dark. Oh, yeah, I think we saw a little bit of the vagabond just there. So, where am I going? Upper left passage. The tendrils of the... Oh, heckin'. That looks like a strange bookshelf. Till you cannot go... Upper left passage until you cannot go any further. A shelf that looks a bit strange. Go to the right of the passage and search the shelves. There's a mechanism to trigger. You throw. Why do I not have an option to use it? Go to the right of the... Told there's a mechanism to put the false book you just picked up there. Why can't I do that? Oh, put. Not use, put. Okay. Big talisman on the shelf. Search the bookshelf. Pick up the dagger with the curved blade. You can leave the two others. 2 parchments, 2 books. Actually, I'm gonna save. Take the talisman. That's a concerning sound now, isn't it? You find a dagger. That looks like a curved blade to me, but let's see what it says. The curved blade, the first one you find. Okay. Your eternal reward. Okay, now if I recall correctly, one of these books is going to kill me. So let's just...
The Book of Yael,
Yeah,
Signs of Stone, Eucharistic Rituals of Forbidden Cults. Texts collated by Monsignor Vacher, legate in the Curia of the Vatican.
Numerous devilish cults speak of monstrous creatures called the Old Ones. These supernatural beings are believed to be possessed of powers equivalent to those of the gods of antique religions. Adepts of such cults refer to forbidden literature in order to cause these frightful entities to appear before them.
Frightful entities.
What serious student of folk myths has not come across the names of Cthulhu and Shub-Niggurath?
It's a slightly different pronunciation than how I do it.
It must be said that these creatures wield tremendous power and are difficult to control once they have been unleashed into the world. Those who serve He Who Goes in Shadows protect themselves with signs of stone carved into the walls of houses or engraved on various objects. For those misguided servants of evil, the best protection appears to be that afforded by the sign of the most ancient gods, engraved in Manar stone, a heavy material said to be disagreeable to the touch. The sinful practices of those who fall into such errors can only lead to the darkest of despair, and are a mortal danger to the soul. Such monsters as those invoked by these foolhardy individuals are engendered when reason drops its guard. Man is easily tempted into perversion. It is why we must forever remain alert and renounce Satan with each breath we take. His ways are infinite in number.
I find it always very interesting when people try to combine Christianity and the Lovecraft mythos. It's very fascinating to me, but not in a particularly good way, because, like, I don't understand why you do that. They are fairly incompatible.
The Sacrificial Dagger, Otto Stern, Lumina Books.
The importance placed on ritual sacrifice is constant in religious cult practice. Propitiating the gods is a theme common to many religions. The Old Testament affords many examples. Primitive polytheistic belief systems integrate sacrifice in their rituals as part of the recurrent process of reaffirmation and, naturally enough, group cohesion. The members of their social and religious community come together in an act of purification and atonement. It would be erroneous to imagine the act of human sacrifice linking priest, offering, and God, C.F. Manzetti's stone cults, as anything less than a vital focusing of the group's faith. The act also ensures the continuing appeasement of the god, but only if practiced by a recognized officiating priest using the appropriate instrument. studies made concerning primitive religious groups bear witness to the central role of sacrifice in living ritual. My own work in the field of ethnopsychology brought me into contact with a sorcerer living in the region of Arkham. He introduced me to the rite of steel, linked to a ceremony known as adoring the black goat of the woods with 1,000 youngs. The god being adored is known as the vagabond. Here, the dagger's role, which allows the life breath to pass from one dimension to another, is essential. The vagabond is a frightening figure, being able to move where he wants and to kill those who have displeased the goat god, for whom he acts as a go-between. The goat is clearly a fertility god. The priest, having spoken the invocation, must choose the appropriate dagger for the sacrifice. The knife with a sinusoidal blade that must be dipped 7 times on night when the moon is full in water that has been distilled 100 times will be laid aside, since it would send the vagabond back into his own dimension. See illustration. The priest will rather choose the dagger with a curved blade. That is more appropriate for slitting of the lamb's throat. This act transfigures the sorcerer priest and plunges the assembled worshippers into a divine trance.
Okay, so I grabbed the right one, but the walkthrough described it incorrectly, because that's what the game describes as a curved blade, and that is not... Yeah, leave the thing. Drop the thing. Save game. Ooh. Let's read this book.
Juan Luis Jorge.
Translation does not alter the occult power contained within such forbidden texts. The malevolent energy is in no way diminished. The spell must be cast aloud and clearly, in certain languages or little-known dialects. Maglafar Fathang. The reader will understand that, in the light of these revelations, I would be foolhardy to continue quoting from the text I have before me. If spoken aloud in its entirety, it would surely awaken powerful and malignant forces.
Malignant.
I will go further and say that simple reading of some of the more technical passages describing specific practices is in itself a perilous exercise. The ill-prepared reader can easily fall prey to attacks of demented hysteria, not unlike those described in cases of individuals said to be possessed by evil spirits. I recommend the study made by Zemf, Urbain, Grandier, and Loudon, and the reports made by the Reverend Richard Price concerning a number of astonishing, to say the least, exorcisms carried out in a parish near Providence. Given what I have written, we must be grateful to the librarians of the British Museum, who have never allowed consultation of the work of Al-Azib's startling work, the infamous Necronomicon. Copies of that work do exist, in spite of the zeal of book-burning inquisitors. For proof, we need look no further than the British Museum, of course, and the sealed archives of the Miskatonic University in Arkham. Other examples of books whose evil can be unleashed by any thoughtless reader are von Jutz's Von Unersprechlichen Kulten and the abominable De Vermis Mysteries by Ludwig Prien, whose sordid death should be a lesson to all those tempted by a study of the occult.
Okie dokie, Artichoke. So this is going to be one of those forbidden books, I'm pretty
Ludwig
sure.
Green. De vermis mysteriis. Nomine invocatoris, si non sanctificatus est cave. De vermis mysteriis non absolvo folem legendum fatum et eum versus. Tibi magnum inominandum signa stellarum nigrarum et
Ooh! That was actually a lot more gruesome than I was expecting. I do wonder if they all do the same animation, or if it would be worthwhile. Anyway, exit the passage, hold the dagger you picked up, and wait for the purple monster. Just hit it once with the dagger. Okay. Haha! I dispelled the demon. Okay, You can find 4 books in different bookcases here, 3 of which give you background information, while the 4th one, Figments of the Book of Aduel, identifiable by its red cover, is another one of those books that hurt you just from reading them. This one will not kill you instantly, but instead make you lose some energy after contorting your body in a strange way. Your lamp is still burning oil while you are searching for these books. Game scripts. The 3 harmless books are found within the bookcases near the secret passage. Honestly, I don't feel like blindly searching through this library. That actually doesn't sound terribly fun to me. So I am going to pick up the lamp. And there we go. So that's actually going to be everything for tonight, I'm afraid. And yeah, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.